Good evening. It's Saturday night. It's actually time so difficult right now with everything. I don't have time to go on social media anymore because I'm essential worker through COVID-19. And I'm started on the beginning of pandemic. I have a church and I have a school in my accounts, my clients. And today is Saturday. I have emergency call from corporation. They call me and asking me help because they have a COVID inside the office. And I have to do and done this stuff because I'm essential. I don't have an excuse for my job. I have to be right there. And I want talking about this today. It's time very difficult for living right now. I meet one lady yesterday. She's broke down total. She's looking on the food and she's not looking at my face. I say, what's going on? She say, I can't. Tatiana, looking on you. I say, why? I can't even looking on the sky or on the light. I lose 5 people in my family who I love. My husband, my mother and father, my sister, and my daughter. I lose everybody who I loved. I can ask nobody why. I can do nothing and nobody don't understand me. I say, I do. I'm essential worker and I know how you go through. And I try help to people survive. Kill the germs. It's very hard job actually and very expensive through COVID. Chemical supplies is skyrocket prices right now. And we have to using to protect the children, protect the people around us. It's very heavy duty job. It's not easy to do in this job. But I'm training for this in Soviet Union. Remember I told I'm training in Secret Service. We're training for civic defense. Civic defense is everything. Medical supplies, training, be nurse, be cleaning, clothing and geography and everything and chemicals and military stuff. Because when you have a pandemic or disaster or nuclear explosion, or earthquake, you need everything at that moment. It's so interesting stuff. I'm training that in Soviet Union. I'm training that when I'm little. My father training us to survive. We have a different kind of, in Russia, stuff going on. After World War II, we're training in the school for weapons, for surviving, for geography, for making map and how need escape. It's everything is education. If we don't educate ourselves, we can't do nothing. It's very truth. I'm educated myself every day. I'm not just educated myself, I educated people around me, coaching them. Don't do this, doing this. Restriction, CDC restriction, chemical restriction. You have to know everything. You have to know what you're doing. I'm doing, take care of doctor offices. They all making restriction in the doctor offices. They spend a lot of money for extra caps and jackets and a suit and gloves and mask and faces cover up with mask, different plastic mask. Every office have restriction in the public too, and purify the ear too. Every office have everything, cost a lot of money. And doctors, everybody, oh, doctors making good money. Yes, they are, but they take care of people, they take care of life, human life. I pay a lot of money for chemicals, I take care of human lives. My son, my daughter, we're all essential. I'm put on risk myself every day. Doctor put on risk every day. Firemen put on risk every day. Transportation, police officers, hospitals, public stores, restaurants. They put on risk lives. This is not just about money. And also, looking at pictures of the news, all world, I talked to 3 countries like a couple days. Everybody have same situation like in America. We don't have no colors and a human right now. We don't have no religions and a human right now. Everything is closed. Church is closed. Christian, Muslims, India, Buddhism, everybody close to save their lives. Nobody can blame on each other. I don't understand people who is fighting for presidents right now in the crowds. They risky life. They don't have a mask. They don't obey. It doesn't matter who is president. They nothing can do if we don't do nothing. That's the very truth. I'm praying every morning, get up and protect myself. I come in today from 4 hours, I'm work so hard. Mask is not breathing chemical, eyes is leaking. What I can do, I put glasses as making scheme. Change the glass, make sure people safe. I'm risky, yes I do risky. I come back home and take off my clothes out of door and put in washer right away. Wash it all, everything what I need to be washed with chemicals and shoes even. You have to do this. To save yourself, save your families. And doctors do this, and nurses do this, everybody do this. Smart people. We respect law. We respect what is government ruling. Let's we give it to freedom to government to ruling our societies. And we have to obey. We're essential, a lot of people essential right now. We risky every day. But I don't lose my hope. I don't lose love for people who is very broke down. Homeless people. They living outside. They risky too. It's human. It's not easy right now to survive any one country, any one nationality, any one skin colors. It doesn't matter who you are. But life's still going. And I'm today start remember how my father teach us to be value. He's put his white gloves. I start cleaning my house very early, 4 or 5 years old. Take care of shoes or take care of something. He's given to every one of child doing some job by age, by experience. He's put his white gloves. I'm already told you that stories about my father, and he's put his glasses and his doctor suit, white suit, taking his notebook and go to check how we clean every corner, and shoes how we clean, and the floor how we clean. He's wiping off and looking, and his white not gloves, white is like towel, how we do this job. And if I'm clean dishes, he's check all dishes too, because family, kids around, we have to be cautious. Always. It doesn't matter. Even with no pandemic. I see a lot of stuff people don't take care of themselves. Living filthy places. With kids, with little kids. It's broken my heart. I say, how can people living like this? And our society, we are human, we have to live in right. We have to care for each other, for neighbors. When you go outside, don't throw plastic cups outside. Always leave bottles and clothes and throw it away in trash can. It's rules. Right now, pandemic and the whole world. How we can save our lives if we don't take care of the small things. When I'm taking care of today that office through COVID and wash it, everything, handle doors, and doors both of sides, windows, computers, keyboards, everything what is in the tables and the desk, pencils, everything I'm spraying, everything I'm wiping off, up and down. Of course I'm so tired, but I'm doing this by love that people, because I know that people over 10 years. Somebody right now in the hospital to surviving. Somebody have a kids home and families. And I'm praying for that person who is have COVID to go through. Some go through, some not. A lot of people die. In this very darkness place alone. It's crazy. I remember I don't funeral my mom. My sister told me how my mother passed away. She's have heart attack and she can breathe. She said, give me a little bit breathe, I can breathe. I will breathe one more time. And my young sister in the hand, she's going. She's still like 3-4 minutes. She's asking to breathe. How important that? How important thinking. What is your fundamental? Stop fighting. Thinking about, praying for each other. Is all world right now same? With religion, with politics, with skin colors. It doesn't matter where you're living on that earth. And there's all prophecy. Jesus say in Matthew 24, never happens on the earth what happens when He's coming. He's coming very soon. It's prophecy. We go to disasters, we go to global warming. It isn't the prophecy. We go through that COVID. History, moments. And have to be time to wake up, people. Take care of it. Yourself first. Protect yourself first. Then your family. Then other people. And your jobs. If you're essential, thank you for that job. People, don't forget about this. It's hard job to be essential right now. It's not about money. It's about life. I've spent a lot of money for everything. But never leave me. God never leave me alone. He's always provide me. Always provide me. And I have businesses around me who is same way. Seriously take care of it. Staff, people who's work for them, and for human who is they serving. Everyone life is matter for God. It doesn't matter who you are. You rich or you poor. It doesn't matter right now. If you rich, you die too. If you poor, you die too, same way. If you don't take care of it. But we don't know God plan. We don't know what somebody ready. It's more important, be ready for this, you know. But don't forget, we still have cancer, we still have car accidents, we still have fires around, wildfires around, we still have earthquake and tornadoes and floodings in America. What is going through South and Florida and around that states. They go through hurricane after hurricane. Plus COVID. What do you choose today? What making your choices today? Where you want to be stand? What side you want to be stand today? Right or left? We have to serious thinking about this. It's time to decide it and making choices, right choices. I teach my son every day to making right choices right now. It's not easy for me to raise teenager boy. I already told you. Different country, different culture. But I'm asking God wisdom and help always, every day. Open my Bible reading. Yesterday listened message from Dr. Charles Stanley. Beautiful message about how God created that earth and created Adam and Eve to give it to that beautiful earth. He's given to freedom that people, first human, Adam and Eve. But he's making restriction. 2 trees, one tree is life trees and other trees you can't eat that fruit because it's evil right there. Though he's controlled human, Adam and Eve, no. He's given to freedom to making choices, right? He's given, don't eat that because you will die. And he's got, this you can eat it, this is a life trees. You can eat it that. He's making restriction because evil already in the universe. You know that in the Bible story, right? Truth. And what is Eve and Adam did? Eve don't making right choices, right? And she's given to Adam too. And Adam, he's love Eve. Perfect love. Perfect all. Earth. Perfect everything. When is God asking Adam, where are you? What does Adam feel? Naked. In the bushes. Hiding. A lot of people right now hiding in the bushes, basically. Because restriction, we have restriction through COVID, right? The situation we have, we're making right choices to wearing mask, to clean your hand, wash it your hand. I'm washing today hand million times after I'm done my work. Between, I taking break because I need to breathe my ear. I'm go to outside or out of that office and take off my mask and breathe a little bit too because I use a lot of chemicals. I don't want to hurt my throat and my ear ways. It's burned by chemicals, right? Even I have a mask in my eye. And I come back to work again. And I wash my hand all the time. And the end I wash it like a doctor with brushing my hand. Even I work with gloves and glasses and all outfit. Restriction. Don't eat that fruit. Eat this one. Life and no life. Die and life. What is your choose? What are you making choices today? Go to protesting, go to a restaurant, have fun. It's okay because we tomorrow have to die, right? That's in the Bible actually. Drink, drunk, have party and tomorrow die in the Proverbs. King Solomon say. What is next? After this, when you're making not right choices. But if you're making mistake and you're alive, thinking about making right choices today is very important. Human have to be survived through faith of God, with power of love of God. It's prophecy. Right now, God put his anger on people who disobey him. But people who have weakness, He's taken them too. But what side you taking, left or right? You go to heaven or you have to be die forever? That's the means we have to think in. If I'm alive today, I don't know about what happens tomorrow. I don't want thinking about tomorrow. I'm go to sleep and I'm pray. I'm thanks God for today. My day go to through today good. I'm essential. You know, it's used to Christian the world. When I'm living Soviet Union, if I'm go to Saturday work, they be throw me outside from church. They don't care. But Jesus tell about this. Sometimes we have emergency. Somebody have to help that people. Somebody have to take out from whole animals or saving lamb and mountings. Somebody have to be essential. Doctors and fires and police, firemen and police offices, and president too. President don't sleep. He's worried about country. Doesn't matter Biden or Trump. Both worry about. They human. Politician you, they study for this. They people of high level government society. They have to decide it, making right choices, and we have to trust God give it to them wisdom. He's provide them. Who is put on a chair? It doesn't matter. Don't thinking about this. Separate that. Faith through God. God put everything on that earth. And trust to God. Trust to government. Trust to doctors. Trust to essential workers. And appreciate that. I always, if I'm going to store, I'm always say thank you. You're working right there. You risk your life. They wearing a mask. They have families, they scared too, but they trust God. They doing this to survive, to have family to feed, to buy supplies, to pay bills. We still keep and go, right? Life is beautiful when you thinking right, when you making right decision, when you support each other, when you have a big love. Don't forget about this. Without of love we nothing can do. Without of hope we nothing can move on. Hope have to be always priority right now. In action. If we not action, if we don't do nothing by ourselves, we put on jeopardy everything. Lives, but God never. Make it that go through, lose it the child of God. He's always be protect us. He's be always have essential workers. He's be always have doctors. He's be always have public transportation. He's be always have police officers and fire officers and men's and women's. And we always be have babies, new children, and teach them schools program, sports program, in movies. It's a lot of new movies coming out right now through COVID. I watch always my favorite show. It's Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago Station 19. They already make it show with COVID. beautiful how they people work and care and show reality. It's very real. We still have going on stuff, scam through COVID, very bad scam. I'm on a dating site, it's don't go through good because people afraid, people don't trust, people using each other. Through that COVID, we have to know we always have criminals, we always have to be psychopaths, we always have people who is dumb down, who is don't want to thinking what they doing. It's okay. It's okay. Pay attention for everything. Be careful. Teaching children right things to do. Alcohol right now don't help. Nicotine right now don't help. Making right choices. Depression? No. Good attitude? Yes. Safety purpose? Yes. Passion? Yes. Love? Yes. Put on a scale always what is good and what is bad. And go from there, day by day. And we survive. With love, with hope, with faith, with our kids, with our beautiful kids, in our beautiful societies, in very beautiful country of America. We will survive if we will start listen and obey. It's very simple. Don't cost a lot. Cost for businesses, yes, because equipment is expensive. Medical equipment is very expensive, and chemicals is very expensive right now. Hand sanitizer, it doesn't matter, but I'm always say, if I donate money or somebody help, I'm always say, I don't buy drugs, I don't buy nicotines, I don't buy alcohols. How much money I save it? A lot. I pay my bills, and I can buy real right supplies for my client. It's a little bit expensive, yes, but I found way how I need moderate my business to be success and that COVID-19. President Trump, thank you so much. He is built a lot medical supplies through COVID, starting March. GM machine using Ford for breathing machine, for mask, for gloves, for chemical supplies. Who's done the job? Why we accuse him right now? He's done very big job on this work, and he's responsible. Vaccine start doing is still not there, and this is all not just Trump. This all over the world. He's done very fabulous job, and he's opened the businesses and schools, and people know how to fight right now with virus. I heard today on news, 36% down die people. It's a very big percentage, 36%. We already won. It's already victory. If we're thinking about everything right, don't judging people, don't judging presidents and governments. They doing their jobs. Same like I'm doing my jobs. Same like doctors doing their jobs. They suffering, see how people dying alone, darkness, with breathing machines. They nothing can do. I lose it, my friends too. It's everywhere. And I'm always praying for my family, for my friends, for my client, for who I know, for President of America. It doesn't matter, for all world. Right now we need everybody be together. It doesn't matter you're Muslim. It doesn't matter if you're Buddha or Christian. I understand. It's your choice to believe who you want to believe. But right now we're all same. Everything is closed. Church is closed. I don't know who is people preaching, give it messages about Bible, but more important right now, give it hope and pray for each other and speech make it right on time. Don't need to scare it. Don't need to scare each other either. Need to give it hope and love and protect for each other. Give it advice. It's very hard. I just talked with my sister yesterday and we talked about our generation, and I told her I'm going through a lot in my life, very a lot. And after we start talking about my grandmother and grandfather and that history stuff, and she's told me, you know, I think as we living good, our mothers and fathers and grandfathers and grandfathers go through a lot and survive in Siberia with nothing, with zero. I'm survived with zero too, 6 times in my life, 7 actually. COVID is 7 times I'm surviving. I'm locked up too for a little bit, but I'm essential workers. God never leave me with nothing. He's always give me some to protect. I have a grocery and I have a bill to pay. It's beautiful. My faith is never broke down from my childhood. My parents raised me right, and I'm raised right my kids with same way. And exactly, people who is go through different kind of pandemics, Christian world was Inquisition time, a lot die for God, for Jesus. My father died for Jesus. Through church hand, betrayers. How awful it is. My grandfather, nobody see him, he's died on Archipelago Kulak. Big man, smart, with all generation, with all his medal generals of Russian Empire. And what? I have to put myself to I'm better than they. They go through much more worse situations. They not survive, but they go to hell, right? In Siberia, Archipelago Kulak, in the time of World War II, Jewish people surviving in Germany with chemicals, different kind of projects, in Syria, in Africa, in India. Every country survive some days, bad days. And now we have new a pandemic. Never happens that before in history. All earth and pandemic. Who we have to ask him? God to protect us. And do it what we have to do it. Have to be done. We have to fight with that pandemic. Every one of us. To be success. To be done that pandemic. To kids can go to school back. To people can get job back. With everything. To people stop dying like this. and ready for different stuff going on, right? It's global warming. It's not be easy. Always be not easy right now. It's prophecy. We have to be ready. Jesus is coming. I'm ready. Do you ready? I'm ready to survive. God teach me all my life with everything. And now He's given me job. Practice. What I'm training for. To survive. In pandemic, COVID-19. We survive. I believe in that. And I have hope. I hope everyone who is listening to my message realize that, how I realize that, and tell others people, don't give up, don't give up, don't depressed, but working hard for your life to survive and go over it with that COVID. Thank you for listening to me. Stay tuned. Have a good night.